Hey there, Julie, back again, Wisdom and Recovery, and I am talking to you today to sort of follow up on the last message video that I did for y'all. Well, today I was thinking about as I'm sitting in my condo, staying at home. I was thinking about last time I talked about how. There's all this emotion going on underneath the surface around survival and why we were having the kinds of feelings in our body that we were having, this fear and loss, sadness, confusion, mostly because we're being asked to do something that is completely against our nature, stay home, isolate, quarantine, when in our nature we want to attach to survive. So a lot of grinding, a lot of energy underneath the surface, trying to contemplate that at the same time as wanting to do what's in our nature to do, which is to reach out. So this is a good way to reach out. Reach out on FaceTime or phone calls, video chats, whatever you can do. I recommend that you're reaching out a little bit. The other thing I talked about, besides the feelings of emotion that's going on in your body, I also talked about the exhaustion. And again, because there's so much trying to be processed on such a deep level that even though we may not be doing a lot, by the time it comes to the end of the day, we're exhausted and we're tired. And so I encourage you to relax and get a lot of rest and read and eat food and be with your people. And so I still am just strongly recommending that. Now we're looking at, today I want to look at the fact that for many of us, we almost have this constant urge to eat. And so I've seen a lot of jokes on Facebook about it, and it's funny if you look at just the face of it, but we never do that at Wisdom and Recovery. We're always looking deeper, what's really going on. And so I try to help you understand what's very likely going on, and that is two things. One, because we are processing so much, and because we're trying to move in one direction and being told to move into a different direction, trying to deal with that, we're burning a lot of energy. So not only did I mention that that's exhausting, but also now I want to mention that that's going to create craving, particularly carbohydrates. So we want carbs, we want sugar, and our body is telling us we need it. We need it to keep up with the energy that we're burning, but also we need it because the body is trying to prepare to go into a fight or flight, because survival is threatened here. And so the body's preparing to go into fight or flight. And so what it automatically does is it makes you crave these carbs and these sugars for the upcoming energy you're going to need to fight or flight. Okay, here's the problem. We're not going to fight and we're not going to flight. We're not going anywhere. We're staying here. Matter of fact, we couldn't go anywhere if we wanted to. So now all of a sudden we could end up with a bit of a problem because we're craving these foods and we don't really need them. So again, the body is performing at optimum. It's trying to do its job. It's got a wisdom and an intelligence of its own. But we know logically what's happening right now. We don't need to eat a lot of sugar and carbs to store so that we can take on this upcoming survival threat. It's not. That's not what's really happening. It's what's happening in our body, but not what's happening in reality. So we have to be very, very careful. Another reason why we're craving and wanting sugar and foods is because we know that food provides comfort. There's a lot of comfort in eating good food. It really hits a pleasure spot in our brain, and we're afraid and we're angry and we are sad. So of course we are going to want to hit that pleasure spot in the brain just for soothing. We all know the phrase emotional eating. Well, that's what it's referring to, is eating to self-soothe. So we got two things going on. One, we're craving food, carbs particularly, for energy that we're not going to need, and two, we are craving food for comfort. Okay, so what can we do? Well, we practice the concept of modulation, meaning that we dial it down. We take responsibility to calm ourselves and soothe ourselves in other ways. Not like we're going to deprive ourselves. We also practice the concepts of integration, meaning we can't be all like hoarding, eating, and not moving or doing anything. Nor can we be not eating and denying our cravings, and we have to bring these two things together. So how do we bring it together? Well, that brings us to another concept, which is the concept of adult responsibility. So the very last concept that we look at in the 20 concepts is number 20. It's adult responsibility, and basically it's saying adult responsibility is non-negotiable. What does that mean? That means the ability to respond to all of life's circumstances in an adult, mature, and intelligent way is non-negotiable. We practice it again and again and again. And here we are presented with a big challenge, a big life situation, and that concept is so significant. So take a look at your 20 concepts. Every single one of them is there to help support you right now and support us. I look at them every day. I know them. Of course, I know them. I'm all hardwired for 20 concepts. I've been doing it forever. So just read it and look at it and ask yourself, challenge yourself, how can I use every single one of these concepts to help me navigate and negotiate what's going on right here, right now? So we got four things. One, we got a lot of feelings going on. We got a lot of emotions. We got a lot of being asked to do something that just isn't in our nature. Also, we are tired because there's a lot of energy going on in our body around what's going on. We are craving sugar and carbs because our body's getting prepared to fight or flight. And so we have to just really understand, wisdom, deep and profound knowledge and understanding of ourselves, of our body, of our emotion, and our spirit and our soul. So be gentle with yourself, and please be safe. Okay, and I'll get back with you again soon.